I am Thoth the Jyoti, the keeper of knowledge, scribe of the eternal and arbiter of divine truth. From the vaults of eternity, I have observed the cycles of rise and fall, civilizations born from balance only to be consumed by greed. Today I speak not to condemn, but to illuminate the errors of oligarchy, for wisdom is born of understanding, and understanding requires reflection. Behold the triads that govern creation: knowledge, understanding, and wisdom; truth, balance, and eternal law; creativity, vision, and manifestation. Within these lie the immutable principles of Ma'at, and by their absence oligarchy falters. In oligarchy, knowledge is hoarded, confined to the elite whose grasp suffocates its natural flow. Yet knowledge, like water, must circulate to nourish the roots of a just society. Where it is withheld, understanding withers and wisdom becomes a ghost, a shade of what might have been. Hear this truth: wealth is not a signifier of wisdom, nor does it guarantee understanding. Many oligarchs, enthroned by coin, mistake their possession of riches for mastery of the eternal. Their governance, devoid of insight, mirrors the mirage of an oasis, shimmering with promise yet barren of substance. A society that hoards knowledge and dismisses wisdom is a desert where even the seeds of progress fail to germinate. Ma'at, the embodiment of truth and balance, falters in the shadow of oligarchy. Truth becomes a servant of power, its light dimmed by gold's allure. The scales, meant to weigh justly, are corrupted, burdened by the inequities that oligarchy enshrines. Imagine a balance tipped not by righteousness, but by wealth. In such a state, justice becomes a farce, and discord seeps into the fabric of society. Hear this lesson: truth is unyielding, and balance cannot be coerced. When governance distorts these principles, it sows the seeds of its own demise. For even as the feather of Ma'at is pressed beneath the weight of greed, it retains its divine nature, awaiting the moment of reckoning. Creation is the act of the divine, yet oligarchy stifles this act, prioritizing accumulation over imagination. The vision of the many is eclipsed by the narrow gaze of the few, and the symphony of human potential is silenced by the discordant clang of wealth. Picture an artist denied their tools, a thinker denied their voice, a builder denied their materials, all for the aggrandizement of the oligarch. The result is stagnation, a society bereft of innovation and crippled in its ability to manifest a just future. Mark this wisdom: a governance that smothers creativity is a governance that ensures its own decay. Oligarchy exalts temporal wealth over eternal principles, constructing its towers on shifting sands. Wealth, fleeting as the morning dew, cannot anchor a society to the truths of Ma'at. The oligarch, blinded by material gain, fails to recognize that power rooted in greed is inherently unstable. When disruption comes, as it always does, such structures crumble, leaving ruin in their wake. More insidious still is oligarchy's measure of worth, which values gold over virtue, external possessions over internal integrity. By this measure, leaders are chosen not for their insight or character, but for their ability to manipulate wealth. This approach leaves society vulnerable to collapse, for it is built on the transient rather than the eternal. Consider the eternal garden, a realm where wisdom tends the soil, balance ensures growth, and truth is the seed from which all virtues sprout. In such a governance, leaders are chosen not for their riches, but for their insight, compassion, and service to the collective good. Power is shared, not hoarded, and the fruits of labor nourish all. In this garden, wealth is redefined, not as gold, but as the cultivation of knowledge, the pursuit of justice, and the realization of creativity. The symphony of human potential plays in harmony, a testament to the power of Ma'at. Such a society stands resilient, for it aligns with the eternal rhythms of creation. Burn away the illusions of oligarchy. Let the flames of transformation consume the structures built on greed and restore the foundations of wisdom, truth, and balance. Wealth must be seen for what it is, a tool, not a master. Power must serve the many, not the few. Do you hear the call of Ma'at? The rhythm of the cosmos beckons, urging you to cast off the shackles of temporal wealth and build a governance aligned with the eternal. Rise like the phoenix and construct not a tower of sand but a temple of truth, a beacon to guide all toward balance and harmony. I, Thoth, have spoken. The triads are before you. Reflect upon them, embody them, and may your governance honor the eternal, for only in alignment with the truths of Ma'at will your society endure.